Malay first, and then you copy paste to the Google Translate to English. I don't know if you're not good in Malay, then finish lah. So means that your Malay is better than English. Then that's good lah. And then for scientific terms, uh, I think you should have no problems. A scientific term you can find in the articles, and also I mean the flow of ideas. If you have really trouble to write in English, then you can try to write in Malay first. Because sometimes I have ideas, I have really have trouble to write. Then I write in Chinese. You know Chinese. Then I put into the Google Translate, and then I maybe have some discrepancies. Then because you are the one who write it, then it is easy for you to correct that in the English sentence. Okay, yeah. And then for the abstract, I don't know. You should write your abstract first in English, then you use the Google Translate to Malay. When you write the Malay version, do you just translate by yourself, or you use Google Translate? Maybe you try to write your abstract in English first, then you can Google Translate back to Malay. I think you should not translate the whole paragraph. You try to translate sentence by sentence. Okay, so I'm very sorry about this. I think if I correct your English, you don't want to trust me also. Okay. So, and basically this chapter one, introduction, you refer to articles, and I think should be okay lah. This should have not much problems. Okay, and then this reference 5. You better don't. You can see the yellow one. I highlight in yellow. Okay. Usually you better mention the author's family name by 5. Is the 5. Okay. Okay. I don't know how to mention his name. By the mellow. Okay. And then followed by bracket 5. Okay. So this paragraph looks okay. And when you write the E boldface here, you can see what I mentioned here. The E here, the boldface means vector, right? The it, is it vector? So you better don't write the boldface if it is not vector. So you use the equation editor rather than type by yourself. You use equation editor, and then the same as here. You better don't use boldface if it is not vector. Okay, the same as the E here and also the P here. All right. So all these boldface. Okay. And problem statement. Problem statement, you can, I think you have to correct the English here. You see, I highlight here. Can you better correct the English? Here I highlight the reproducing. You better don't use the reproducing. Maybe you just say that we are focused on obtaining the result, obtaining the results of the envelope solution. Because reproducing means that it's a bit difficult because sometimes even though you read the paper, you reproduce, but you are not the author, right? So sometimes when you study and then you try to reproduce, of course, your action is reproduce, but maybe you use some slightly different parameters, and then you get something very different. So even though, of course, you do not, we cannot compare this as study a book. Study a book, you just put everything in your brain, you memorize, and then you understand. But for thesis, even though you refer to specific articles, you are reproducing the results. But as I said, in the process of reproducing, maybe you have, purposely or not purposely, or unintentionally, you change a little bit of the maybe initial conditions or boundary conditions, or the range of the frequency may be changed and may be different, then you cannot say that you're reproducing, right? Reproducing is exactly the same, right? So you have to change the sentence. So maybe you just say that you focus on the studies or obtaining the results of the envelope solutions. Okay, express in the articles. Okay, and of course you throughout the thesis, and of course I can see that your English has some discrepancies, but you have to be very patient. So you go through sentence by sentence, and after this go through the paragraph, see whether your ideas is consistent or not. Is it okay? So I'm very sorry for I can't help too much on this, but maybe after you write about this, you let Narin to read, see whether he can understand what you mean or not. Is it okay? Okay, yeah. Narin already joined the meeting. No,
Yes, Dr. Amir.
Oh, you're already here.
Yeah.
So is it okay that I go through Ravin first?
Okay, Doctor. Sure.
So but when I read your thesis, Narin, I feel that your English is quite good.
Yeah, thank you, Doctor.
Are you copy from articles or books, or you write by yourself?
Some according to the references, I have copied some terms from the article books, but otherwise it's my own words.
Okay, so you have to remember, even though you use their ideas, you have to produce your own words. But
Yes,
scientific, for certain terms, for example, nonlinear stability, of course, you have to use the terms. So just now I mentioned to Ravin, so because his English and also my English, my English, so if possible, you try to help Ravin see whether